Let me start with welcoming everybody. My name is Vishal Kolar, and my role within Evosys is sales on the West. Joined with me, I will be the co-host for you for the day today. Joined with me is Snehal, who is co-presenting on this topic of success factors and the value of moving to the Oracle Cloud. From a logistics, we just want to make sure that, of course, you guys are on mute, but feel free to ask questions over the chat, and we will be responding via chat, and also we'll be doing a Q&A at the end of the presentation. So that's our logistics, and let's get started. And good morning for folks on the West, and good afternoon for some of the folks on the East. I'll start with a quick introduction about Evosys, and then we'll dive into our crux of the topic and the value and the trends that we're seeing as customers move from SAP SuccessFactors products specifically over to Cloud HCM. We'll also showcase some of the customer case studies, customers where they have successfully adopted Cloud HCM, Oracle Cloud HCM, and then, of course, like I said, we'll do a Q&A at the end and answer any questions. So, having said that, let's dive into who is Evosys. So, we've been in the business for the last 14 years, and we bring three values to the table. The first one being customer track record, and followed by our depth of our expertise within the back office solutions. To start with, our customer track record speaks for itself. We've taken more than 1,000 plus customers across the cloud finish line, and the majority of them have really reaped the benefits of a Cloud HCM solution. But certainly, we've taken our fair share of customers across different pillars using an Oracle lingo term, pillars being ERP, supply chain, and a host of other products that makes up the back office application. Our depth and expertise goes across a number of countries. We have customers that we're supporting across the globe, and our center of excellence is comprised of more than 1,500 consultants that are Oracle certified and have been, again, very instrumental in customer case success studies. All in all, we're going to talk about HCM, but I wanted to make sure that we relay this clearly. We've taken almost 700 plus customers across a number of solutions on the Oracle Cloud. In addition, just some awards and accolades from the Oracle. If you were at Oracle Open World last year, we were awarded the Partner of the Year award. And before that, we've been garnering a lot of Partner of the Year awards across a number of products and software as a service components. And these are usually garnered when we are able to solve a lot of complex business challenges for our customers. So it's good to get that word of confidence from Oracle as well. Next slide. Okay, so before we go into SuccessFactors, I wanted to start with a video, and the idea is to be a quick sneak peek at the Oracle Cloud HCM product in action, and that will set the stage where then we can talk more in depth around some of the improvements, some of the value that our customers are getting. Okay,
Based on your career interests and past performance, a senior director of marketing role has opened up. Would you like to learn more about the role?
Right. At this point, Snehal, I would introduce you, and why don't you drive the next portion of our deep dive into Oracle?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Vishal. And hello, everyone again. My name is Nehal. I am with Evosys for last 14 years. What I have done all my life is implementing Oracle Human Capital Management in North America and globally as well. I have a lot of experience helping SuccessFactor customer to successfully move on Oracle HCM Cloud. So I have understanding, what are the pains, what are the gaps SuccessFactor customers are facing while using SAP, and what are the improvements they are looking for. And with my experience, and I'm very very confident that Oracle HCM Cloud can greatly add a lot of value. Be it talent management, be it core HR, be it payroll, so and so forth. And I'm going to present not only features and functionalities of Oracle HCM Cloud, but I would also talk about success story where we have helped SuccessFactor customer to move on Oracle HCM Cloud, and today they are extremely happy. So with that, so before I present my next 7-8 slides, I just want to set the context. So what we have done, we have done a lot of research around SuccessFactor. We have, like I said, we have helped SuccessFactor customers to move on Oracle HCM Cloud. We have taken their interview, and then we have done enough research to identify how some of the features, functionalities, and some of the aspect of Oracle Cloud HCM can help SuccessFactor customers fulfill some of the gaps which they are facing using SuccessFactor, and also get a lot of values moving to Oracle HCM Cloud. So I'm going to highlight very specific aspects which might help you to analyze and take or start your journey with Oracle Cloud application. So that's the context of my next 7 or 8 slide. The first and foremost, very important, Oracle Cloud HCM is a complete solution. It's a solution for employee, manager, HR, senior executive, for all roles. It's a natively built application. Oracle have spent billion and billion of US dollar to create an application from scratch. No acquisition, no plug and play, no integration. It's a natively built application. It's a very easy to use, like a portal. You use LinkedIn, you use Facebook. It is as easy as. You do not have to give a lot of training to your end users, your employee. It's very easy to navigate. It has a lot of innovation built in, such as artificial intelligence, predictive analytics, digital assistants, and we are going to see some of the example as we progress. You can access or use Oracle application to take actions, perform transactions, do inquiry from any device, be it your smartphone or your iPad, anything. You do not have to install additional mobile application, nothing. What you need is URL and your credential. You can access from anywhere using any device. This is very interesting feature or a functionality of Oracle Cloud HCM, because uh, I have implementation background myself, and I worked with a lot of CHROs, a lot of talent acquisition managers, and a lot of IT managers also, managing their HCM application. And from that experience, I have realized how important this feature called Experience Design Studio is, from Oracle HCM Cloud. Using Design Studio, you can create your own process. You can create a page, you can add fields, you can decide how the field should behave. For an example, what should be the list of value of that field. You can create your own workflow. You can write your business rules. You can change the appearance of the page or the application. And guess what? You do not need a lot of or I would say any technical knowledge. You do not have to do any coding. It is configurable. This really helps you not only to implement the solution which is very specific to your requirement, but also also be very dynamic. You can be as dynamic as required to suit the changing organization needs and employees expectations. So I really love Design Studio. If I'm a business user, this really helps me to define my process my way, and also update the process look and feel as as required without any additional technical knowledge. Analytics, it's all about outputs, right? You implement sophisticated application, you talk about best practices, you talk about spend hours and hours time of designing the solution. Until and unless you get right output from your application, uh, it's really not going to give you the right value. Whatever could be your role, you are an employee, or you are a manager, you are a CHRO, CFO, or a CEO. Everyone requires right output from the application. Oracle HCM Analytics is a great way for you to get any kind of reports, analytics. It's a module which helps you to do a drag and drop. And as a business user, you can create your own analytics runtime. You do not have to rely on someone from IT department, help you change your analytics or create your reports. What you need is application access, and whichever way you want to play with the data, you can. And it is absolutely real time. That is really important. uh, you do not have to wait for hours, while your ETL would run and your data warehouse would get updated, and then run your reports. This is absolutely real time. And that's really important in this situation. You can very interestingly, you can configure your alerts notification on the analytics. So for an example, I'm a talent acquisition head, and I want to know if any of my open requisition will pass 30 days, or if its age is more than 30 days. So whatever could be the alerts or notification you want to configure on the analytics, you can do that, and then system will remind you based on the condition you have configured in your alerts or notification. You can also pull in this analytics on your home page. You can personalize them. So let's say you are sipping coffee in morning, or having a good morning walk. From your mobile phone, if you want to get a quick status of your department before you get into your office or your home office, now you can simply use your mobile phone and have a quick glance. Or let's say if you want to use this page as your go-to page, when you start your day, see what is the situation as far as headcount is concerned, how many new hires are going to join me. If there are any other situation or aspects where your attention is required, you can do all of that. And from this analytics, you can drill down to the lowest transaction. Not only that, if you are a HR user, if you want to make a modification, so for an example, you are launching benefit enrollment in November, like everyone does, and you are a benefit enrollment officer, and what you want to do is you want to verify that everyone has a right address in the employee file. You can run an analytics, see, let's there are 5 employees whose address is missing for some reason. Either you can notify the employee and they can make modification from the self-service, or you can open the application from analytics and make necessary changes. So it's that interactive, and it is not just about viewing the information, but you can also take necessary action using the analytics. So it's really a fantastic way to review the information and play with the information and take right decision. It's part of Oracle HCM Cloud. You do not need additional license. You get Oracle Core HR and you will get necessary analytics or business intelligence alongside it. Let's keep moving. So as part of Oracle HCM Cloud, it offers very strong absence management, time and attendance, and payroll functionality. The Oracle payroll supports all of your labor laws, and it provides you continuous update. And not only that, Oracle payroll is such a strong module where you can define your own process flow, and as part of the process flow, you can have reports, necessary checkpoints. So you are basically helping your payroll team to be really efficient, 100% compliant, error free, so and so forth. Oracle payroll also offers out of the box reports which you want to file to the government, to the tax authorities, so and so forth. So you do not have to spend hours of time with your implementer or your IT team to create reports related to payroll. Everything is been supplied out of the box by Oracle. From, if you talk about employee, for employee, everything is one page. Be it he or she wants to access the pay slip or apply PTO or update the timesheet or change their personal information, everything is from single portal. They can also review their compensation statements, so and so forth. So from employee perspective, it is absolutely seamless experience, from core HR to payroll to PTO to time and labor, so and so forth. If you have a very complex rostering or a scheduling requirement, if you have a very complex shift management kind of a situation, then what Evosys have done is we have created a solution using Oracle technology called Evosys Workforce Scheduling. So like, Apple has Apple Store and Google has Google Store. Oracle also have a marketplace. And that's like Oracle Store where partner like Evosys can deploy their application and Oracle will review the application. And as a customer, you can go and download those applications. So this is an example of application in Oracle Store. From a customer perspective, this is like another module of Oracle HCM Cloud. Using Evosys Workforce Scheduling, you can create a spot schedule using demand template. You can create weekly, monthly kind of a roster. If you want to create a long-term rotation plan, all those kind of features and functionalities are available. And obviously, Evosys Workforce Scheduler talks very seamlessly with Oracle Core HR, payroll, projects, so and so forth. This also can be integrated with any of your third-party time and attendance systems. We can pull in information from there and display it here. The point which I'm trying to say is, Oracle and Evosys have solution for any kind of all of your human capital management related requirements. Let's move on and see some of the innovation. So let me play a quick video. So this we call it digital assistants or a chatbot, and this particular digital assistants a manager is using and saying that can you tell me how many approvals are pending on me, and then the digital assistants or chatbot will say, okay, 3 approvals, and then it will also give you an opportunity to take necessary action. This is really important. You need innovation part of your application, and specifically for HCM. You can access this chatbot using any channels, be it SMS or Slack or iMessage or WhatsApp, whatever are the channels you want to use, you can use that. Oracle also gives you flexibility to customize your chatbots. There are a lot of chatbots which Oracle provides out of the box, but if you need one very specific to your requirement, we can also customize it. Let me share you, one very interesting use case. So last year, same time, one of our customer was about to launch the benefit enrollment. And then CHRO said everything is fantastic. The portal is great. It is very easy to use. I can enroll for benefit. I can do inquiry. Everything is fantastic, but I need innovation. I want my employee to feel wow. So we had created a chatbot or a digital assistant where employee can go and inquire about their existing benefit situation before they change their plan for new year. And when we have released the benefit enrollment with the customer, we have also released this bot. And this bot has not only helped HR department to reduce the inquiry which used to come to them via emails, phone calls, but also helped the CHRO and organization in the change management, adoption of application, and most importantly, uh, the user experience. Employee have really felt wow. They really felt that they have been cared. Benefit enrollment is always an important event, and if you make employee and managers life easy, give them right tools and technique, they will really love it. So this is, and there could be thousands of use cases of chatbot or digital assistants. Let's keep going. So on my next slide, we will talk about how Oracle HCM Cloud is a complete solution, and how it can help a SuccessFactors customer to resolve some of the gaps and get a lot of value out of it. But before I go there, this is another example. So there is a module called HR Help Desk, part of Oracle HCM Cloud, again natively built. Using this module, it is basically a intelligent case management solution. It helps HR to provide a secure and consistent services to the employee. And HR can obviously do friend and all other analysis, and everything is out of the box. The point which I'm trying to make here is it's not about help desk. It is about you getting the complete solution and everything part of one product. You do not have to worry about different user interface. You do not have to worry about multiple upgrades, SLAs, so and so forth. It's everything is part of one common solution. Let me use this slide to explain you that. So like I said, it's a comprehensive HCM suite. It covers all your core HR, your payroll, benefit, and talent management related requirements. Not only that, it also have very interesting and important modules such as health and safety, work life solutions, so and so forth. Everything part of Oracle Cloud HCM. It's a natively built application, and probably I'm repeating same message again. You do not have to worry about the integration. It's completely mobile enabled. It is social, and social is something which is very important. It has analytics embedded, and it is analytics are part of it. It's a true SaaS solution. Oracle provides quarterly updates. So in a year, you will get 4 times an opportunity of deploying new features. Oracle will manage upgrades. The upgrades are really smooth. Oracle will notify you in advance what are the new features you are going to get. What is the roadmap. So you can continuously improve the way you run your HR department, and you continuously offers new features to your employee and manager. So that's about that's about glimpse of Oracle HCM Cloud, and we are more than happy to arrange a demonstration for you, a detailed demonstration, and as part of the follow up. But before we get into the next subject and talk about some of the success story, because everything what I am saying you can argue is by you, but I'm going to showcase two success story in a while where SuccessFactor customer have moved to Oracle HCM Cloud, and they are talking good about Oracle HCM Cloud, how happy they are. So we'll discuss that in a while. But before that, this is a quick comparison for you between Oracle HCM Cloud and SAP SuccessFactor. It's not just about module to module comparison, but it offers you advanced analytics, chatbot, as we have discussed. It also have a strong services around platform as services. So if you want to deploy extension, additional application, which should talk to your Oracle HCM Cloud, you can do all of that. So it's a complete solution with lot of innovations and true natively built SaaS solution. So let's jump on talking about a couple of success stories. So we have a customer called Vodafone Qatar. It's a leader in telecom industry in the region. They were using SAP ECC for ERP, supply chain, core HR, payroll, and SuccessFactor for recruiting and talent management. Before I get into details about Vodafone Qatar, let me play a quick video. This is by Vodafone. They are talking about their journey and how Oracle and Evosys have helped them to do a end-to-end migration. It's a minute-long video. Let's play this and then talk about Vodafone a little more.
Rounds. I'm a transformation program manager working for Vodafone Qatar. Very clear in Vodafone Qatar that we were approaching this as a business transformation, not a technology transformation. I think that is absolutely critical to the success that we've had, because it creates a certain mindset and approach, and that technology is an enabler to the change rather than technology is the driver to change. And thinking about and considering the user adoption, user acceptance, but also improving the day-to-day experience for our employees, which is absolutely critical. The other key factor for us was our ability to deliver this in a very, very quick time frame. So with the support of Oracle and Evosys, who were our systems integration partner, and we were able to deliver the complete migration from a SAP on-premise environment to an Oracle Cloud SaaS solution in 5 months.
So let me describe, what was Vodafone situation, while they were using SAP ECC and SuccessFactor. I would obviously focus more on SuccessFactor for our today's discussion. From CEO perspective, he was very clear. He wanted to move to another application and improve employees' journey. They wanted to use some of the best practices. They wanted a solution which has a lot of innovations, which which gives them continuous updates. Some of the pain points on SuccessFactor were complex and non-responsive UI. The user experience of UI was not really great, because they were using core HR and payroll on SAP ECC on premise, and then other modules on SuccessFactors. So there was issue between the integration. They were really not happy about 360-degree feedback of SuccessFactor talent management, and there were number of other issues around the local requirements, so on and so forth. You can see reason why they have chosen Oracle Cloud. I'm not really going to read all of them, but just want to highlight a couple of them. Obviously, they were really impressed with the UI of Oracle Cloud application. They really felt, as part of the sales cycle, Evosys and Oracle have spent a lot of time demoing Oracle Cloud application, including Oracle HCM Cloud. They really felt it is really easy to use. They've observed a lot of best practices are embedded, and there were a lot of other observation around security protocols, so on and so forth. One of very interesting feedback which we got from Vodafone was Oracle Cloud HCM supports as many as almost 3 or 4 times more languages than SAP SuccessFactor. That was really a surprising fact, because if you are a global company, a localization and language related support is really, really important. So this was the situation of Vodafone, and you heard from them, from Keith. So these were the modules, and let's just focus on Oracle HCM. So we have implemented core HR, payroll, time and labor, performance management, goal management, and learn, and all other modules from finance and supply chain just in 5 months of time. The reason why we could execute this complex project in 5 months, because we have, as part of our team, and I'll talk about as part of our implementation approach, how do we execute or help SuccessFactor customer to come on Oracle Cloud HCM, and why we are so fast and so efficient. I'll talk about that in a while. But these are the benefits which they are getting today using Oracle HCM Cloud, and they're absolutely happy. They're live, and they are more than happy to talk to you. If you want to get on a phone call and discuss discuss about their journey and what benefits they are getting. Let's talk about a second success story, and I'll go a little quick. So there is a customer called Telecom. Telecom is a large engineering and construction company based out of North America, about $3 billion US revenue in a year. They were using, they are using JD Edwards for core HR, payroll, finance projects, on-premise solution from Oracle. And then they were using SuccessFactor for the purpose of talent management. And really, if you observe the theme, it's really common. They were not happy with the user experience, cumbersome processes, difficult in reporting, so on and so forth. So Telecom have also analyzed multiple applications, including Oracle Cloud HCM, and they felt that Oracle Cloud HCM is the true or right choice for them. And again, I'm not really going to repeat all the content, but someone like Telecom, project-based organization, for them 360-degree appraisal is a really important feature. They want the review from project manager, from peers, from senior management. So they were really not able to use the SuccessFactor talent management appropriately, and some other issues. And now they are live with Oracle talent management. We have done integration with JD Edwards. This customer is using Oracle HCM Cloud for last 4 years. They are with us. They are extremely happy. So this is another example. So that's about success story. We have reviewed how Oracle HCM Cloud can help you fulfill some of your gaps, and we also have like I have mentioned, customers live on Oracle HCM Cloud from SuccessFactor, and very happy. So let me describe in very brief the delivery approach we use to help SuccessFactor customer to migrate to Oracle HCM Cloud. We start with assessment, and we think that assessment or analyzing your existing situation is really important. We have SuccessFactors skill as part of our as part of Evosys team. So we will come and analyze your existing implementation so that we do not have to ask you basic question about your existing process, your pain points, so and so forth. We understand that, and upfront, rather than jumping uh, on the implementation, showing you the product, configuring, we try and spend little time recommending you best practices, adjusting your existing processes if required. So we believe in doing upfront consulting, and then so we have number of tools and techniques we have created, which really helps you to do a rapid implementation. We have done uh, Vodafone in 5 months. We have done Clayco in just 3 months. So we really have a strong methodology which you can leverage to quickly migrate on Oracle HCM Cloud. This is another and very interesting concept. As part of Evosys delivery approach. Uh, it's optional. When we start uh, any of Oracle Cloud implementation, we go and talk to our customer and recommend them this concept. It's not mandatory to use, but let me describe you concept in brief. So you are a customer, looking for a business case. You are very strategic. You do not want to just change your tool, implement new technology, but you want to really measure the ROI you are going to get. So if you are going to spend X number of dollars on Evosys and Oracle, you want to know after using Oracle HCM Cloud, what is that you are going to get. So if this is your question, if this is your situation, you can leverage Evosys value-based analytics as part of this program. In the sales cycle, we try and understand what are your strategic objectives, what are your goals behind the transformation project, and then we identify a very specific KPI which can help you to get uh, resolve some of your challenges or accomplish your strategic goals. We have a library of KPI which we have created. Let's take an example of onboarding efficiency. So today on SuccessFactor, your onboarding process is taking about 30 hours of time, and you are not really having a great user experience for your new hire. And your objective is to reduce this to 18 hours by using Oracle HCM Cloud. So we agree the KPI, we baseline and benchmark them as part of the sales cycle, and then we deliver this package to Evosys project team. Evosys project manager and solution architect would take this package from the sales team and create number of tasks, recommend best practices, design solution, keeping in mind that you ultimately want to improve your onboarding process. And not only that, very, very important, we have created a tool using Oracle BI, which we deploy after you are live with Oracle HCM Cloud on your instance. Using this tool, you will be able to measure whether you have really got any benefit or improvement on the KPI which you have agreed. And in this case, onboarding process. This really makes us difference. We are not just talking about KPI, but we are taking this KPI, implementing them, and also helping you to measure whether you are really getting any benefit. These are some of the examples of the dashboard we have created. This is performance process completion time. So it is very obvious where you want to see, as a talent management head, that how many days are remaining to complete your appraisal cycle, and what is the overall situation. This is all fine, but what we have done is we have brought in information like, so there are two tasks which employee have bypassed. Now if I am a HR business partner, I want to drill down and see why employees bypassing the task as part of appraisal process. Is he not happy? Is his manager not giving an opportunity to discuss the issues and problems? So it really helps you to bring the real employee engagement, and that's the motive behind creating this analytics and dashboard. This is another example of attrition and turnover, and we have number of such analytics and dashboards we have created. We can get on follow-up call, and we'll be more than happy to give you demonstration of all the analytics and dashboards we have created using Oracle Business Intelligence. So, Vishal, over to you, and if we have any questions.
No questions so far, but folks on the call, feel free to let us know if you have any questions via chat. And again, we're seeing a lot of traction from customers really get the benefit of moving to Oracle Cloud, and coupled with the value-based analytics that Snehal just demoed, it just makes it more compelling to keep your workforce engaged and to measure from an HR exec or the management team. You can easily measure some of the factual things as it relates to employee engagement. We'll wait for questions to show up on chat, but in the meantime, we wanted to at least, in today's demo, you got a sneak peek into the value of Oracle Cloud. Certainly, there's a lot more that we can show, and I would encourage folks on the call to reach out, and we can do one-on-one demos that resonates more with you, and we can take a deeper dive into any of the areas that you would be interested in. And that is a great next step that we can work with you together. Okay, so I'm not seeing a ton of questions. I think maybe we can close it out, and for folks on the call, we'll reach out to you. We'll share our presentation, and we can chalk out some of the next steps if you have interest in the demo of the product. All right, appreciate everybody's time. Thank you, Snehal, for your presentation. And for folks on the call, have a great rest of the day.
Thank you.